We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now Lawrence to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just don't call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Well, let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, with a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If it's a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And Ingram hauls it in. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. And touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Raheem Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 108 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Charger football to start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a first carry for their fullback. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6 from the 10. They hand it off to Mostert. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Mostert. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
DJ Shark. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. Robinson, a 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 15. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Lawrence going to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, Herbert. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Peppers. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They run. Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Got Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it culminates in a JAX touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So that one will be accepted. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now it's Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Jags. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We can't have that. Still first down.
Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Still first down.
On the run, it's Robinson. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. To the air again, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and he's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's another Chargers.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 16, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lawrence will throw. good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counting on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
2nd and 6.
On the give, this is their fullback. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Herbert. Now that's caught by Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Herbert to throw. This for his running back, McCoy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. And it's caught. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll run with Mostert. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute